You're in a meeting. Or a movie. Or stuck in traffic with no exit for 11 miles. Somewhere around the 20-minute mark, your bladder sends its first message. It's a small one. Barely worth mentioning. Your bladder holds about 2 cups of fluid at rest, and right now it's maybe a quarter full. Stretch receptors in the wall just sent a signal up your spinal cord, informing your brain that something is happening down there. Nothing urgent. Just a note for the file. You ignore it. Easy. 20 minutes later, the note becomes a memo. Your bladder is now about half full, and the signal gets louder. This is the part of your brain called the pontine micturition center getting involved. A part most people never think about, whose entire job is deciding when it's socially acceptable to pee. Right now, it's overruled by your prefrontal cortex. You clench a ring of muscle called the external urethral sphincter. And the moment passes. You keep ignoring it. Still easy. For now. An hour in, this stops being background noise. Your bladder is stretching well past its comfortable range, and the signals coming up your spinal cord aren't polite requests anymore. They're urgent. Insistent. Your lower abdomen starts to genuinely ache, because the detrusor muscle, the big muscular bag that is your bladder, is being asked to hold more than it was built to hold comfortably. You shift in your seat. You cross your legs. You start doing the thing where you bounce your knee for no reason anyone around you can explain. This is also, quietly, when the danger starts. Not from any single hour of holding it, most people can do that without consequence. The danger is what your body starts to learn if this becomes a habit. Every minute urine sits still in your bladder is a minute bacteria have to multiply. Urine isn't sterile the way doctors used to think. A bladder that isn't regularly flushed out becomes a better environment for that population to grow. This is one of the reasons chronic holders get more urinary tract infections than everyone else. Meanwhile, your sphincter has been clenched the entire time. Muscles that are held tight for hours don't just relax the instant you finally get to a bathroom, they can stay partially clenched even after you start. Which is why habitual holders sometimes get a cramping ache in the pelvic floor after they finally go. Your bladder, too, has been stretched past its normal range for extended stretches, over and over. Like any muscle that's overstretched repeatedly, the detrusor can start to lose some of its ability to contract with full force. Some people develop trouble fully emptying their bladder even when they want to, leftover urine sitting there, more time for bacteria to multiply. Now. You finally find a bathroom. This is the part almost nobody expects. As the pressure releases and your bladder empties, your body's blood vessels, which had been slightly constricted to help manage that internal pressure, suddenly relax all at once. Blood pressure drops. Heart rate can dip. For a small number of people, especially after holding it for a very long time, this drop is sharp enough to cause a brief lightheaded spell, or in rare cases, actual fainting. Doctors have a specific name for it, post-micturition syncope. It's real enough that it shows up in medical literature, mostly in case reports about people, often older men, who passed out immediately after finally urinating in the middle of the night. And in truly extreme cases, someone unconscious after heavy drinking, unable to sense the urge at all, bladder filling for many hours with nothing stopping it, the bladder can be stretched so far past capacity that it tears. This is exceptionally rare. It shows up in emergency medicine journals as a handful of case reports a year, not something that happens from a long meeting or a bad road trip. But it's the absolute ceiling of what, just wait a little longer, can eventually cost. None of this happens from one long car ride. Your bladder is built to stretch, your sphincter is built to hold, and the system has real margin built into it. But it was never designed to be ignored by default. It was designed to be listened to, most of the time, by someone with somewhere better to be for 20 minutes. What health issues should I talk about next? Drop it in the comments section. Like, subscribe and share for more health tips like this. Thanks for watching.